Good morning, everybody. Or I should say hello, no matter what time you are. Oh, sorry, I had something in my mirror. No matter what time you are joining us. All right. How is everybody? How was everybody's weekend? So I went to the Goo Goo Dolls concert this weekend, and if you don't know me, I'm obsessed with Johnny Resnick. And it just made my heart so happy. I literally got like watery-eyed and all this kind of stuff, and it was just like amazing. Okay, so today's supposed to be like a really nasty rainy day. Excuse me as I moisturize while I'm on the phone with you guys. Or on video. Would you say on the phone or video? I don't know. Anyways, so I just cleaned my face. I'm gonna moisturize. Let that sit in. So hope you guys all had a really great weekend. Yeah, so let's see. I went to the Goo Goo Dolls concert. I went to an Oktoberfest in Wakefield, Rhode Island, which was really, really cool. And I also celebrated my cat's second birthday. Little Lupe turned 2. He was over here. I was going to pick him up. Hold on. All right, I lied. Never mind. Can't find him. I heard him fighting with his brother somewhere. But anyways, so have a little time before work, so wanted to do a full makeup tutorial video for you guys. It's kind of rainy and gross out today. It is October, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna transition into my dark lip season, as I like to call it. You guys know me, I love a dark lip. So I'm thinking like a brown eye today and a dark lip. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. So I moisturized my face. First thing that I did, moisturizer that I used today was the new Wishful Honey Whip. This is Huda Beauty's skincare line, and it's really, really good. This is a peptide moisturizer, so it's just good. It plumps your skin. It feels lovely. I absolutely love it. Okay, so first things first, we need to prime our face. So guys, what primer am I going to use today? If you saw the setup that I had, you would really laugh at me because I just have a lot of different things. See, this is the thing, is I always ask, I'm like, what am I going to use for a primer? And I always use the Hydro Grip. So today I'm going to use something different. This is actually a very inexpensive primer for those that are looking for something that isn't as pricey. So this is Milani. You can get this at I think I got this at CVS, but you can get this at drugstores. This one is Prime Shield. It's mattifying. I like everything mattifying. I have everything mattifying just from when I was on television. It's a better look. So, and I always put primer on with my fingers. So if you guys can see, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of this out. That's how it looks. And then I'm going to emulsify it in my hands for a second, which means I'm just gonna do one of these, right? And I'm gonna rub it on my face. I like this one. It doesn't feel greasy. It feels nice and smooth. And if you have oily skin, this might be something that you want to try. I mean, everybody's skin is different, so, but it's definitely inexpensive if you guys want to try it, but it works pretty well. So it's also oil-free. So again, good if you don't want to add more oils to your skin. It says minimizes the look of pores and fine lines, mattifies, and it's lightweight, non-greasy, which is absolutely true. Okay, so we're going with a different primer than I usually go with today. All right, we're gonna start with the face instead of the eyes today because I think I did the eyes first last time. All right, so I'm gonna mix it up. Today I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix, which I love. This one is NC40. Gonna mix it up a little bit. Now, I don't have the pump on it, but I just put it right in the back of my hand, and I'll either use I'll use a brush today for I use my MAC stippling brush. Okay, so MAC was like the first makeup line that I ever experimented with, and I just love it. It's like the OG. All right, so I have this stippling brush from MAC, and if you take better care of your brushes than me, then yours will probably look like it's a little bit in better shape. But hold on, I have some stray hairs that are coming out here. This is a stippling brush, so it's meant for wet. Ew, I haven't used it in a while. Ew, let me wash this. Okay, we're better now. None of that. So if you guys don't know what a stippling brush is, it's meant for wet makeup. It's good for foundation. I really like it. It's just different from a beauty blender, which I use a lot, or like more of a buff brush, I guess we'll call it. Which one is this? I use this one a lot. This is the Sephora brush number 88. And it's just a good, it's just good buffing brush, but we're going to use this one today. So I put some on the back of my hand. And we're just going to do a little of this. This is a great foundation because I just feel like it never fails. It never fails you. Okay. I always start at my cheeks. You're supposed to start in the middle of your face, guys, when you're putting foundation on. And a lot of people have asked because they say that they don't necessarily know exactly how to apply. But just so you know. Oh, see? Getting a little bit more brush on me here. All right. Just gonna blend that in. Again, this is MAC Studio Fix. All right, now you guys saw my face before, obviously. And now you see it afterward. And I will say, this makeup is not too heavy. And I didn't use too much. All you need is 1 to 2 pumps if you have the pump. On top of it, I don't. I just kind of pour it on my hand. But perfect. All right. See that? Not too much. Good one. Okay. So, and then I always have a wet towel near me because I'm always putting things on my hand and I'm always wiping them off. All right. Because you can always add more, harder to take away. So, harder to take it off. So remember that. Use a little bit, and then if you want to go back in with more, if you have spots that are that need to be covered up a little bit more, always a good idea. Okay, so I just got this. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I used it once to test it out for myself, and I really, really liked it. If I can get the top off, oh my gosh. It's a little, hold on. Also use the towel when you need help opening things, apparently. Oh, here's little Lupe. Little Lupe, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Everybody wants to see the birthday boy. Baby Lupe. Isn't he so cute? Say hi, Babash. Say, it was my 2nd birthday, and I'm a big boy. No, we're not feeling the crowd today? He's like, Mom, what is this whole setup? Oh my goodness. He's such a good boy, guys. You have to go to my Instagram to see when he was just a kitten. Oh, he's so cute. I love you. All right, fine. I'll put you down. He's like, yeah, enough of that. All right. Anyways, so we're going to use this Magic Away Liquid Concealer. Now, I always conceal under my eyes. I usually do a little bit of my forehead. You guys know. A little bit on my chin, too. So let's see. I don't know if I have any. I'm going to put a little bit here. Then it has the twist. And it has the sponge right on top, which is really nice. I would twist easy because sometimes it can come out pretty fast. See? Do a little bit up here, a little bit down here. And usually I do a little bit on my nose too. I forgot about that. Now, I always use a beauty blender just because I like the way it feels. And I like a damp beauty blender. It has to be damp. Make sure you do that. But I just like that it has the tip. Perfect for underneath your eyes. And then if you wanted to use the bigger side, you totally could. Now I'm doing a light look today. I'm not doing anything super, super crazy because, and all I'm doing is patting, guys, just in case you don't know. This is how you blend. I'll blend it in. And sometimes actually you can blend it in. You don't want to blend it in too much because then you actually end up taking the product off. But, okay. You see? I should have done one and done the other, but I'll remember that for my next video. All right. See? I have a mirror right here so I can see everything. It's a hack. Okay. So, that is concealer. Also, I know I've had some people ask me about makeup for like over 50, and Charlotte Tilbury stuff is very moisturizing. It's not like gonna dry you out like sometimes some of the other ones. It's really creamy. I actually think that I need a little bit more. So I'm gonna do a little bit more under my eyes. And pat, pat, pat. Okay. So because I use the MAC, and you guys can totally mix it up if you find that certain makeups work better for you. But because I use the MAC Studio Fix liquid, I'm also going to use the Studio Fix powder for the rest of my face. But first, I'm going to use a little bit of translucent powder. See how that just looks better because I put a little bit more on? I just needed a little bit of extra coverage today, I think. Maybe I just didn't sleep enough last night. It happens. Okay. So this is an amazing product by IT Cosmetics. I'm actually reading trying to open it, sorry. I'm actually reading the CEO's book right now. It's super good. It's super motivating. I absolutely love it. So if you guys are looking for a new book, definitely look up the new book. Oh my gosh, of course I can't think of the name of it, but I'll put it in the description so you guys can find it. Okay, so this is Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics, and I'm going to take a brush that I can set my, I like this brush by Morphe. It is M437. So I'm just gonna, this is actually a pressed powder, so it has the sponge underneath it if you'd like to use that. I prefer to use a brush. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in right where I used the concealer and just pat. You wanna pat and not rub. That's really important because you're setting it and you don't wanna rub the concealer out. All right, so we're just gonna press this in exactly where I put the concealer. Under my eyes. Perfect. Now this is a translucent powder. So I know it looks really white, but when you wipe it away, it will be fine. This is a great powder, especially if you're looking for something to minimize your pores, which my pores aren't huge or anything, but I do like that because it just, I think, gives your skin a smoother look. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit on there, and just like I told you guys before, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder. So this powder that I have is C6, and it broke. It's very sad. It broke. So I have to use the pad just so I'm not getting it all over the place. There's like not that much left here, but what I'm gonna do is the places that I did not put concealer, I'm going to put this, and I'm just gonna pat. I'm just gonna press it right into my skin. This is also really good. The people at MAC told me if you're having like places of your skin that gets like really oily, you might want to put a little extra Studio Fix powder on just in that area and press it where you need a little extra coverage, because that's what it's really, really good for. All right, I'm gonna do a little up here. And you can see the different color compared to my translucent powder, but it all blends in, I promise. Okay. Do a little bit over my chin there. All right, now this looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a little bit here so I can blend it in with my other powders. And now I'm gonna take a brush. I do end up wiping this a little bit down on my neck just because it helps to blend. I wish I could show you guys this, but I can't without like tipping it over. Let me try. How like, oh yeah, there we go. See how like, this product is so good that I just want to use it until like the very last drop. I'm gonna go in with a different brush. Now I'm just gonna blend it out. This is where you wipe, but you want to do it gently. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And kind of blend it all in together. All right. Now look at my skin. It looks pretty darn good, right? And you saw before, it wasn't exactly the most even. I'm not having like the best of skin times right now, but that's okay. So, boom, foundation is done. All right, before anything else, so you guys can do honestly whatever you want. It depends how much fallout you have. Fallout is in when you do your eyeshadow. You can do the rest of your blush and bronzer now if you want, or if you think you're gonna have a lot of fallout from your eyes, then just wait and do it afterwards. So next, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our eyes just in case, because I don't really know where I'm going with this look, so it's gonna be interesting. But sticking with the MAC theme, if I can find it. I was going to use my MAC paint pot as my eyeshadow primer, but it doesn't seem like I'm finding it. This is another thing. I really need to organize my makeup because it's all over the place. All right, so we're gonna use a Sephora base today because it's right here and this is what I can find. So, pull that out. Wipe it right on the eye. And I'm gonna walk you guys through one eye just so you can really see how it's done. I really like this applicator because it just lets you smooth it out. And then I do go over it with a brush, but it is nice. Okay. So we're gonna take a brush, just pat that in. I usually use like a flat brush for concealer or primer on my eyes. Okay. Perfect. Now you don't want that to go anywhere because I'm thinking maybe we'll do a cut crease today, guys. What do you think about that? Okay, so today I'm going to use my James Charles Morphe palette because I love it. Look at all the beautiful colors. Like there is every single color you could imagine in this palette. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm thinking what we're going to use today is this color in the middle because I think that's great, and maybe this color as well. And then maybe we'll put a little black or like a mocha in there. We'll see where it goes, right? Okay. So first things first, we're going to carve out our cut crease. So I'm going to use a small brush to start, and I'm going to use my darker color first, which is going to be this one. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the product because this eyeshadow is super pigmented. And then I'm going to go right up here and just in a little circle, I'm going to carve out a crease here. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay. So this is my darkest color, guys, that I'm going to be using. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. Then I'm going to take a different brush, a little bit fluffier, and go in with a little bit of a lighter color, which is going to be this more of this orange right on top of it. So it kind of blends the outside color, see? See how it's kind of blending? All right. Now we're gonna go back in with our concealer and do a cut crease. Now, I'm gonna try to do it with this applicator, but you guys can also do a little bit on the back of your hand, and you can use this brush. You wanna go slow when you do it. So basically, here's a trick for you. Put a little bit at the bottom where your eyelash is, and then look up. That is where your natural crease is for your eye, okay? See, when I look straight, that's where the crease is. So that is where you want to cut the line. If you guys need a little bit more help, you can do this. Look up, see? And then if you need just more of a line, look up. And it'll just naturally go there. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna carve out this cut crease. And I'm just gonna use this brush starting at the bottom. I'm like really getting this in my lashes, but that's okay. We're gonna put lashes on anyways. So starting here. We are going to carve out our crease. You're gonna wanna go back in and get more, and that is totally okay. Here we go. Now, especially somebody that has a hooded eye, this might be a little bit more difficult for you, but this is a really good sense of where the crease in your eye is. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. See how this is kind of like, we'll go back in with that afterwards, but that I'm just trying to clean up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, we're gonna go in with our lighter color. This isn't like the best line I've ever done, but hey, that's fine. All right. So then we're gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush. I'm gonna use my brand new Made by Mitchell brush because they're neon and I love them. Now, I want to do a dark lip, so I want to keep it light on the lid. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use like a lighter brown shade. Let's see. I'm going to use this one right here. And then I'm going to pat that in right on top of the eyeshadow primer. And it's just gonna stick right to it, which is really, really nice. Don't worry, we're gonna go back in and clean up that line up top. But this really just helps you when you're making a cut crease. And so you can already see that I have fallout. I didn't really know what I was doing for this eye, so I didn't want to go in too hard. Okay, what was the color that we used? Yes, we used this like burnt orangey color, right? All right, so I'm gonna use this color and I'm gonna come back in here and just clean this up a little bit. There we go. Now, a lot of people do this differently. Some people will take Vaseline, they'll take a Q-tip and they'll actually wipe off the eyelid. I don't like to do all that. I'll just go right back in with the, I'm actually just gonna bring this down a little bit onto my nose. I'm gonna blend that out after, guys, don't worry. All right, so you see the difference? See that there? All right, now I'm going to use a brown highlighter today because the theme is brown. So I'm gonna start right on the top here. Right on the inside. I usually do the top first. Again, it's so much easier to add than subtract, so go slow. I also am going to take the brush that I used for my Bye Bye Pores powder and kind of brush that fallout away. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna do a wing for this, and it's gonna come from my bottom lashes. So, see if you guys can see how I'm doing this. I'm coming from my bottom lashes. I'm just gonna draw a straight line up, and that kind of shows you exactly where your wing is gonna go. And then I bring it down. And like I said, you wanna go slow. Now I want my wing to be a little bit more pronounced, so I'm actually gonna bring it out a little bit more and make it a little thicker. There we go. See that? Now you guys might have seen the trend too. Oh, sorry, talking to this at the same time. You guys might have seen the trend too that people are putting like a little bit of eyeliner on the inside of their eye. I really, really like that. So you're literally just making a point. This is harder than it looks. Come down with this a little bit. Doesn't look as clean as I'd like it to. So what I can do is get a Q-tip. Thank God for Q-tips, guys, because let me tell you, I mess up too. All right, now I'm going to take a small, like a really small eyeshadow brush and just kind of do a brown liner with some eyeshadow at the bottom. I'm gonna do a darker brown, just like the eyeliner is, and I'm just gonna do this, just right on the lids there, or right on the eyelashes there, excuse me, and bring it right in. So it looks like you have a bottom liner on, but you really don't. How sick is that? I'm actually really into the bottom eyeshadow lately. It's like really the trend for me. Just gonna clean this up a little bit in here. Okay. There we go. How's that look? Not too shabby, right? Okay. So, next, I would go in with my mascara. We're gonna see how my lashes look today because I'm not sure. I use the Legit Lashes by Huda mascara that I love so much because I'm pretty sure I rave about this mascara at every instance. I'm obsessed with it. It has two sides. It has volume and then it has like length and lift. All right, that was the volume side, and then we're gonna go in with the, oh, it's called Curl and Length, excuse me. And you know what, my eyelashes might be doing really well today. I might not even put falsies on. Let's see. You guys see that? That's eyeshadow primer, because this is me. So I'm gonna go back in with my eyeliner and just see if this works. Uh-oh, see, I'm messing it up already. I'm just gonna go in and, actually this is called tight lining when you go in between your eyelashes. Just because I don't want that white to be there. See, I got a little bit. Here, you know what? This is a good opportunity to show you guys something. Let me get. Dry. And you're just gonna wanna rub. And yes, it's gonna rub the eyeshadow off, but that's okay because the eyeliner is sitting on top of it. See? Gone? Then you just wanna go back in with the same brush. You don't even have to put more product on because it really didn't mess it up that much. But just pat over it a little bit. And then if you think that you went a little bit on your eyeliner, which I surely did because, hello, this is me. We're gonna go back in, clean that up a little bit. There you go. Ba-bam. Okay, back to the eyelashes. Clean these up a little. All right. My eyelashes are doing pretty good today, actually. So I think I'm gonna skip false lashes. Let's save that for another one. Mascara, boom. Look at the difference. I gotta do my eyebrow, but look at the difference. Pretty cool, right? This pencil by Anastasia, super, super easy to use. It's called their brow definer. It has one of these on the end, so you can brush your hairs up perfectly fine. See the shape that you want, and it has a little tip, so you can just go in and carve out your brow. Now, my brows are already micro shaded, so I have a lot of help already. But I still go in there and clean them up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. And see the difference? It just really completes the look. All right, so then we're gonna repeat it on the other side. Boom. All right, so what we didn't do before is do any bottom lashes, which I do just a little bit. Bring them down just a little bit. See? This is completely optional. Not everyone likes to do their bottom lashes. I do. So, just did this one. Also somebody that like will go over their eyelashes a million times until they're like perfect. You know, I want them to be in the perfect direction. All right, guys, so eyes are done. Next, we're going to do our contour. So I'm gonna use the Hoola Caramel bronzer. I really love this one. Comes with its own little brush. And I'm gonna carve out my cheekbones right here. Bringing it in and bringing it up. The other side. Now you wanna make sure that you're using the outside of the brush like this. So you get that cut, and then when I come up here, I use the full one. It's my alarm. And then you want to carve out the chin a little bit, and then you can use the same brush just to blend. See how that's blended more than that? Blend it out a little bit. Now you're going to take the same brush and you're going to want to bring this together up here. Remember how we brought the eyeshadow down a little bit? Just because it's a brown color, I think it looks nice because I think it blends nicely. Boom, boom. Just again, using the side of the brush, just a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with the blending brush that we used for the pores, for the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and just clean up the sides and the top a little bit. Clean up the bottom line, makes it a little sharper. And today I'm using this palette. It is so cool. Look at all these colors. So I love it because it's almost like a blush and a highlighter in one. So I really love it for my cheeks. So today I'm gonna go in with the Radiance. It's a light one. I'm gonna do it right up here. And it's a perfect pinky highlight. See that? See the difference? I love this. It's so nice. I love that it's like a blush and a highlighter all in one. It might be nice for somebody that wants less to do but wants the same effect. Now, if you wanted to go a little bit darker, you could use a little bit of the Sunbeam up top and just, I'm gonna do a little bit of that because it seems like it's a little light for me right now. See how you get more of the blush? And you just do it right up here on your cheeks because you want it to lift. Beautiful. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of the sheer. Actually, we use a little bit of the Golden Hour right on the tip of our nose and on the bridge. I'm going to go in with a little brush and do this. I also do a little bit right here too, just to highlight the top of my lip. Perfect. Now, I told you guys that I wanted to do kind of a darker lip. But now looking at this eye, I feel like it might be like a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go in with this color by Huda Beauty called Feline, which is one of my favorites. I think you guys see me use it often, but I'm gonna go in with the lip pencil first. It's called Terracotta. Do the bottom. Enhance my peak there. Bring it down. And then fill it in with Feline. Feline for little Lupe's birthday, guys. Oh. A little messy right there. Clean that up. And I think that's a better brown shade for this eye. And then as always, you want to hit it with some setting spray. And I haven't showed you guys this setting spray yet. This is also one of my favorites. It's Urban Decay All Nighter. Shake it up. Spray, spray, spray. Fan it off. And this is a really nice fall look. See how you have like the oranges, the browns. And this is why I said I didn't really know where this video was going. I thought it was going to be more of a heavy lip, but maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. But make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe. I'm going to share all of the products that I used in my description. And tell me what else you want to see. I'm going to do some Halloween makeup soon too. So for now, this is today's look.